The emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Brooks. On the wing, Bane. They grabbed their own miss. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson has the open look. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got 6 points.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Now here's Durant. And the Suns miss again.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
The drive by KD. Rebounded by Jackson. And here are the Grizzlies with it. They've got a 10-0 run going. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Durant. And no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Payne for three. That shot missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. KD's shot is off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And he can't hit the second. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Phoenix grabs the miss.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And it's Paul missing. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Down low. Passes it to Jackson. Out to Morant. To the inside. Adams. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now, here's Bane. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Jackson. It's not going to go for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Get on DeAndre, come on.
Okogie, the pass to Durant.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
He hits both from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And a wide open look for Payne. And it's off from three-point range. Inside. And foul. On the shot, he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Adams finds Bane. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson from long range. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
Here's Morant. Scores after the quick crossover. Morant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Got a piece of it. It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Memphis Grizzlies. Between his points, and glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Offensive rebound, Adams. Brooks outside. To the middle. Jackson kicks to Bane. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin.
Great advice. David, thanks. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. Jackson passes to Brooks. Morant drives in. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Bucket is good. And now it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
What I like about Adams, he just knows where to be. Nice play.
And here's Booker from the arc. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Bane, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 10. With 3, Booker. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Morant finds Jackson. And taken away by Paul. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
The quickness of Chris Paul isn't limited to just his offense. He is an amazing defender who can really rack up the steals.
Brooks, the best of Morant. To the left side wing. Stolen. Ayton against Bain. Pass to Okogie. The dish now to Paul. Good on the three-point shot. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And the pass to Ayton. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. From outside the arc, a new 14 for the Suns. Paul with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Okogie got a piece of it.
On the block shot, Dylan won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
Morant dishes to Brooks. Left side, Bain. Paul with the steal. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into. Thanks so much, David, and we'll.
27. The Suns. 27.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Warren. Cameron Payne is out there with Terrence Ross. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Baisley in at the 4 slot. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
5 on the clock. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Payne for 3. And it's Baisley with the rebound.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Payne kicks to Ross. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Memphis leading. It's Morant with the drive. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Payne for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game.
Making use of these corner spots. Bain is especially dangerous from this area.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Here's KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Suns have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Morant, and Durant sends it back.
Good aggression from KD on D, hustling to get a hand on the shot.
A Kogi misses.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
On the wing, Bane. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit. And this is something Durant has really improved over the years. A talented defender who can now guard multiple positions. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Aiton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now Adams, after the missed 3 from KD. Here's Morant into the lane, and Durant sends it back. Booker the pass to Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And again, Memphis no good. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more. And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Morant passes to Bing. Outside for Jackson. Over to the wing. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Paul's running. Stolen by Brooks. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Back to Booker. He dishes it to Durant. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Durant. Ayton's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Morant outside. Jackson against Booker. It's Brooks on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
That one on Ayton.
Team foul.
What makes Dillon Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
Dillon Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Smith. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Here's Morant. The Suns getting the bucket. And again, Memphis no good. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And here's Booker from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. He kicks to Morant. Adams down low. He's covered by Ayton. Passes it to Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Morant throws it down.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
With 3, Booker. And there's the drive. And the wide open shot from Paul. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Timeout called the Grizzlies. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Good decision to regather, talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And then at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Phoenix. And Durant sends it back. Bain against Paul. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And the Suns get it back. Paul outside. Pass to Okogie. Morant left side. Katie against Jackson. Dishes to Adams. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Bain for 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on 8. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Suns?
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. Paul outside. Kicks it to Ayton. Paul with the ball. Now defended by Bain. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brooks with no one around. And they recover it. Outside, Bain. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Beautiful to the eyes. That's good fundamental basketball. You love to see that playing the right way.
Exit out to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Durant with a screen on Bain. 4 on the shot clock. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Katie with the reach to finish anything you throw his way.
And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Morant against Ayton. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Jackson. No good on the 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
He keeps a low profile, but make no mistake, KD lives for the big shots.
Top of the key, Morant. Outside, Bain. Feeds to Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Adams, some nice D. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Grant, and he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Okogie, the pass to Paul. The dish to Ayton. Durant just inside the line. On the jam by Kevin Durant.
One of the all-time scoring greats. Durant is racking up the points tonight. There's nothing you can do to stop him.
And Adams kicks to Bain. The pass to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
At the line for
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
The more experienced Jaren Jackson Jr. gets, the better he becomes, including in situations when the game is close like this. Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Now here's Paul. Booker with no one around. From outside, off the mark.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Morant passes to Adams. Back to Morant. Jackson in the corner. Rebound by Okogie. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. KD looking around. Suns keep it alive. For 3, Booker. Outside Durant. Pass to Paul. From the arc. Right between the eyes.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team. Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
Here's Bain. A 3 off the inbound. Can't get the 3 to fall. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
options in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Perhaps the thing I will remember most when Russell Westbrook decides his career is done is how he brought competitive fire and spirit every single night, guys.
And it's Morant missing. George outside. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
George passes to Zubac. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. Pass to Bane. Brooks with it. Outside Morant. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Here's George. Offensive rebound. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now here's Adams. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his frame.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Westbrook can't hit. Zubac passes to Westbrook. Leonard for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Kawhi Leonard has built that three-point game now to add to the mid-range and the ability to draw contact. Now you got to guard him everywhere. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Such a wide-open look. Bane's got 6.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Morris passes to Westbrook. To the inside. Pass to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant against Westbrook, and it's good. 2 points.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Westbrook finds George, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Jackson outside. There's the 3. Pass to Bane. Here's Brooks. Second chance shot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
The free throw drops for Brooks.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Here's Morant. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Westbrook with it, guarded by Morant. Here's George. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
George hits them both. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Going inside. Oh, Adams with the block.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
The Clippers trail. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Well, there's only one way Russell Westbrook knows how to play, and that is attack mode all the time. Nice drive.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Leonard on the wing. Back to Westbrook. Down low. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Westbrook on multiple occasions has averaged double-digit assists. You know he knows exactly when to deliver the pass.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Clippers on. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Pass to George from deep three-point range. No luck on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And it's Morant missing.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And the jam by George.
That's a play that's all about positioning, and Paul George has the elevation to make it easy.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. From deep, the Grizzlies pull it in.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Brooks, right side. Pass to Bane. Back to Brooks. Beyond the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead. George with it, guarded by Bane. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And we see Mike Miller in the crowd. He won 6th Man of the Year in a Grizzlies uniform.
You know, they could use some of his shooting right now as they're struggling to get it going.
Leonard way outside. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside for Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. Counted from distance. Brooks has got 7.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
It's George on the wing. Connects from downtown. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Leonard for 3, and the Clippers hit again from deep. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Plumlee finds George. Plumlee a screen. From deep three-point range, George's shot is off.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. For the Clippers, Batum is checked in for Morris. Norm Powell comes in for Leonard, and it's Gordon in for Paul George. Powell in the post, defended by Jackson. Offensive rebound, over to the wing. Plumlee passes to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Here's Highland. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis trailing here. Up top, Brooks. Outside, Bain. Pass to Adams. And it's in there.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Highland. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. It's scooped up. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Bain. Puts up a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7. 12 seconds left in the second. Here's Highland. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Brooks from outside. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist of the night. Desmond Bain getting it done for the Grizzlies. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, you gotta like what we're seeing from Desmond Bain.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's gonna have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Here's George. Pass to Morris. The layup misses.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Bain fires from deep. The shot that time not on target. And Los Angeles the other way now. Westbrook, the pass to George. Here's Zubac. Westbrook outside. Leonard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. And Morant clears the board.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Jackson outside to the paint. Here's Brooks. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Zubac with a screen on Brooks. George. The kick out to Morris. For 3, Westbrook. The Clippers rebound. And another shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And the basket by Leonard.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
George outside. This one for 3. And they get it back. Leonard outside. Second shot opportunity. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Out to Leonard. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
Good awareness and range to get out there for the rebound.
Jackson, the pass to Bain. And here's Brooks. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup. Man, what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Westbrook outside. The shot off that time. Morant with a defensive effort. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Adams finds Morant. Tipped. 3rd quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's George. And a nice finish on the layup. George has got 13 now.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish.
And that one's good for Brooks.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. 4 on the clock. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Westbrook against Morant. Zubats. Out to Leonard. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. There's Jackson with the 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
To stop the run, and it's Westbrook off the drive, and finished off by Westbrook.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Westbrook outside. And so it's Memphis closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Appreciate the report, Allie. All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Leonard passes to Zubats. Oh, the swat by Adams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. 6 on the shot clock. Morant against Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Explosive, right? It would be one of the first words that come to mind. Yes, he's a point guard. Yes, he's a big-time athlete.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Jackson. Misses the 3. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And here's Morant outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. George with it. He's picked up by Bane.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Goes back up. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Memphis?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
3-pointer Brooks. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Memphis leading. Pass to Brooks. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. George outside. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Westbrook against Bain. Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. And again, Memphis no good. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Oh, hey, how about that?
Wow. You know the ball is going in when Russell Westbrook steps into these moments. Just so adept at hitting big shots.
I didn't know if they could match that last slam, but it only took them a couple of moments.
Hey, not the best interior defense on those last few trips, but who cares? That was awesome. The Clippers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and Jackson with the block. George finds Morris. Now Westbrook. The kick out to Morris. The 3-ball. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Westbrook outside. To the inside. 4 on the clock. Here's George. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Offensive rebound.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Pass to Leonard. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
As even a temperament as you'll ever find, Leonard is usually nails at the line, especially at the end of games.
He's perfect from the line this time.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
On the wing, Bain. Outside for Brooks. On the wing, Bain. 4-3. George with the block.
Making them when it matters most. Those trips to the line can build some confidence.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard against Jackson. Leonard passes to Zubac. Oh, he got it! He got it!
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
And the Grizzlies call time here. They're trailing by 2. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Moran against Morris. Money!
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Timeout called, the Clippers. The score's all tied at 60. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter here. Five ticks left in the final quarter. Yes!
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Zubac with the steal. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
to make a splash in hostile territory. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. One of his teammates said he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
George with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Outside Leonard. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thanks, David. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. George passes to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Durant for 3. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Leonard. No luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Passes to Okogie. Durant with the screen on George. Lobbed up there for Durant.
And I don't know if you can find a more prolific scorer rolling off the screen than KD.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Clock at 6. Here's Leonard driving to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Back to Durant. To the paint, and he goes in for the dunk.
If there's a part of KD's game that goes under the radar, it's probably that right there, playmaking.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now, here's Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's Morris for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, can you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
On the wing, George, defended by Durant. Leonard, the pass to George. Back to Leonard. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Suns lead by 13. Booker left side. Leonard with the steal. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
46 seconds left to play here in the first. Leonard the pass to Morris. Outside, George. Deflected by KD.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Here's Okogie. On the wing, Booker. Pass to Okogie. Just 5 to shoot. They get it back. Booker, good.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
Westbrook kicks to George. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot comes out, and so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Well, that's a devastating move off the dribble. Durant getting to his favorite spots at will.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Down by 15. Morris finds George. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Westbrook. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. George with the bucket.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
Here is Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton against George. Booker in the post. It's hauled in by George.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Morris. Outside, George. Here's the pass to Zubac. Paul surveying the floor. On the wing, Booker. Passes it to Okogie. And a foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Booker outside. Just 4 to shoot. Paul finds Booker from downtown, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Yeah, even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
And Phoenix has possession following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Biyombo, no luck. Clippers trail by 12. To the inside, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps.
Pass to Payne. Fires the three. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Suns leading by 10.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
Pass to Zubats. Low block shot on the way. Payne grabs the board.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles. His versatility has made Payne a valuable second unit guy, don't you think, Brent?
Well, he's a pretty decent package out there. He can score. He likes to get up defensively and bother opposing point guards. So it's that momentum that Cam Payne can come into the game and begin to turn the tide for his team in their favor.
Here's Westbrook after the Suns pick up 2. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Now here's Payne. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside. Kicks it to Warren. Ross with a wide open look. And the shot by Warren, no good. Clippers trail by 12. On the wing, George. Morris outside. A 3 from Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Leonard gets it to go.
Now you give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Leonard against Warren. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
17 foul.
Ross for 3.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooter.
And it's Baisley with the rebound. And there's the pass to Ross. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ross has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that concludes the first half. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 11. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Clippers trail by 11. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in its small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now, here is George. Morris kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. That shot, no good. Some solid defense there from KD.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue but that's going to change soon.
Suns lead by 11. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Oh, good with the triple. The Clippers shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Leonard finds Zubac. Outside, George. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now here's Westbrook. No points in the game yet for him. And the Clippers miss again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Booker the pass to KD. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. And stolen by Booker. Passes it to Okogie. And it's good for 2. Okogie's got his second bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Paul dishes to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 12.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And here are the Suns now. The Clippers getting the bucket. No good from Booker. There's 1:47 left in the third. George, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now, here's George following the shot by Kevin Durant. Outside Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Out to Morris. A floater. Second shot opportunity. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Leonard.
Kawhi has great size, but along with that has very good instincts as a rebounder, and that time works the offensive class.
And it's Ayton missing. Los Angeles has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Here's Leonard following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. The shot by George, no good.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
No good from Booker. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Clippers, Plumlee, he's checked in for Zubac, and Gordon subbed in for George. Pass to Plumlee. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Plumlee's got his first basket.
For his career, more than 3/4 of Plumlee's basket have come within 3 feet of the rim, so you know he's going to take it inside.
Leonard looking over the floor. so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Suns leading by 8. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. Gordon out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Westbrook. Up and in on the layup.
So challenging for anybody, not just guards, to match Westbrook and his physicality.
On the wing, Booker, defended by Gordon. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank out.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greats.
And another one for KD, putting together a beautiful offensive night.
And the Clippers call time here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Screen by Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And he's good on the 3 ball. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
Booker, no good.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Here's Zubac. The pass to Highland. There's the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Highland's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Passes it to Okogie. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Here's KD, and it's sent back by Leonard. Here's Highland. Off target with his 3. Suns have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Pass to Okogie. Here's Paul. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And here's Leonard from 3.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Outside, George on the wing, Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. And that's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
In the corner, George with it. 1:39 left in the game. Left side, Durant. And KD throws it down.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
Here's George. to Highland. Outside, George. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. .110 left in the fourth quarter. Ball outside. Oh, Ayton in position. It's stolen by Morris. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. George against Booker. Here's Highland. Here's Zubats. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just one.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Pushing it up. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 3. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Zubats. Here's Highland. Zubats, a screen on Booker. Short. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wanting to prove the doubters wrong, George welcomes the chance to come through at the strike.
And George drops them both.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And that's an intentional foul. Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Considering that Chris Paul led the league in free throw percentage, I bet the defense is already kicking themselves. This is not a strategy you want to employ. That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's what's your take.
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And the Clippers miss again. It's stolen by Morris.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now this is
all right, David. Thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
type of game the fans really get up for. So do we, and the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar, and it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
And here's Paul. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Jackson. Payne with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Morant. Oh, Booker with a block. And the Suns with possession. It's a three-point game. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Payne, the pass to Brooks. And he jams it home with authority.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Tries to keep it alive. Booker against Morant. On the take. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Durant. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Back to Paul. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
On the wing, Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered. Okay, look out!
Man! Wow! And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
For Phoenix, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
I guess you don't need two hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And here's Payne. Back to Brooks. Outside Morant. Pass to Payne. Takes a three. Good. And the setup by Morant.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
On the wing, Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Ayton, a screen on Payne. They get it again. Outside Durant. Paul, the open look. And another basket for Phoenix.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Jackson for three. Pure from three-point range.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
Booker for three. Here's Durant. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Knocked loose. Throws it up high.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Memphis has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Brooks. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies. The free throw dropped for Brooks. The Suns trailing. Outside Booker. From deep. Suns keep it alive. Ayton finds Booker. Here's Durant, and he drives in. And Durant slams it home.
Okay, KD for a little extra on that one.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Back to Morant. Offensive board. On the wing, Brooks. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Paul. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
They now take the lead. Booker's got 5 points. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. It's stolen away. Here's Booker with the drive. Here's Ayton. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix? Here's Morant. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Left side Durant. From outside the arc, it's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Here's Baisley. Here he goes. Pass to Payne. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Phoenix.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Payne. Now here's Brooks. He's covered by Warren. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the... And they're not happy with the call here. Coach is given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after.
The previous play is under review.
Now there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he drops the first. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, You'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Now Jackson. Uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got 5 points.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
Ross against Bain. Picked up by Bobslay. Oh, stolen by Morant. Pass to Jackson. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Biyombo with a steal. And Biyombo slams it home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Adams, he's open. The Suns clear it. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Ross for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Morant. Stolen by Payne. And the Suns pushing it up now. Warren with the ball. Checked by Brooks. The shake. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Memphis trailing here. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. 1 minute left in the first half. The deep 3 from Durant. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
They get it back. Ayton. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Brooks. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside for Morant. Adams with the ball. Stolen by Ayton. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. From deep, Bain. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll
31, the Grizzlies, 30.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you've got to stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
The Grizzlies shooting about 60% for the game. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at point guard. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Brooks outside. Right side Morant. The 3. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Okogie. Pass to Booker. The fader. He buries it from 3. Booker's got 8.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Brooks from outside. He can't get it to go. The Suns go the other way with it. Okogie into the lane, and he gets the bucket. Okogie's gotten his second bucket.
Such a great passer at his position. Dimes like this are why KD is a winner.
Morant against Paul. Oh, Brooks with the steal. In transition, here they come. Here's Jackson. Finished off the break. He's got 9.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Jackson left side. Fires for 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 6 assists in the game. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Durant for 3. Okogie on the wing. Durant with a screen on Brooks. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. And the Suns miss again. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
The 3 from Bane. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the middle. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Adams. And here's Bane. And the layup falls. Bane's got 10 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Inside. Stolen by Jackson.
Suns foul. DeAndre Ayton. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Memphis.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Back to Morant. Stolen by Booker. Stolen by Bain.
DeAndre Ayton, second personal foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. The free throw drops for Bain. .51 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
For Phoenix, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. On the wing, Durant. Launches a 3. Here's Ayton. Can't hit that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Jackson outside. Here's Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. For 3, Booker drills it from deep. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. The free throw drops for Morant.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Here's Booker driving in, and Booker with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. So far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Timeout call, Memphis.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He loves the pressure deep. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on their heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. For 3, Booker. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis leading. Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Slick shot by Durant, gets the pass, and is in his motion a second later.
There's Jackson with the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Durant with a screen on Morant. Paul with it. He's picked up by Bain. And stolen by Morant. To the inside. Booker for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Hits the 3-pointer. Bain's got 12 points in just the second half.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
For 3, Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that 3-point answer.
Chris Paul, third personal foul, first team foul.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Morant into the lane. Pass to Brooks. Back to Bane. Here's Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Outside Paul. Down low. Oh, stolen by Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Now Paul. Outside for Booker. Durant against Jackson. Durant, the pass to Ayton. No good from outside.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
For 3, Booker drops in the 3. Booker's got 14 points now in the second half.
Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
Got a piece of it. 3 on 3. Pass to Durant. Outside for Booker. And that comes off the assist by Durant. And now it's just a 2-point Grizzly lead.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Adams, the pass to Jackson. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Unable to get that one. Phoenix has gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the 4th. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
Here's Morant. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The kick to Durant. To tie it up. Again, the Suns good for 2.
And we have seen this from Durant before. When the game is on the line, he comes alive.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Morant, the pass to Bane. Oh, no good again that time. The Suns have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this 4th. Here's Durant. Count it!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Brooks.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Booker for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. Right side Bane. Back to Jackson. Launches it. Hauled in by Paul.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And Durant with the block. Left side Booker. Fader on the way. And the Suns get another 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference.
rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Now here's Westbrook after the miss from Desmond Bane. And it's George missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Adams down low. He's covered by Leonard. Brooks with no one around. Kept alive. Adams goes up again, and the layup is up and in.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now here's Westbrook, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morant with the steal. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. And it's Morant, that time on the assist by Adams.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man. We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Here's Bane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
We know he can pass it. He's a tough defender, and Desmond Bane can shoot it from all over.
Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Leonard with the steal. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. And Westbrook throws it down.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Leonard. 6 to shoot. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Not going to go that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. It's George on the wing. Brooks covering. George passes to Leonard. Yes, that goes in.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now, here's Bane. 5 points in the game.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Back to Westbrook. Morant with the steal. On the wing, Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Morant. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness. Tells you something about his competitive will.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Westbrook, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And a wide-open look for Payne. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The shot by George, wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Westbrook passes to Zubats. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Adams, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Watch how Adams puts his physique to work, grinding up the defense and finding an inside shot.
The 3 from George. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position. And that one's good. Leonard.
The three-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
Three-pointer, Brooks. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers trail by 5. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced. It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Morris finds Zubats. Here's Highland, guarded by Morant. Leonard on the wing. He has 7. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
Leonard kicks to George. From outside, off the mark.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And finished off by Morant.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Right side, George. A 3 ball. Here's Zubats. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Bane passes to Jackson. There's the dish to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Pass to Morris. Knocks it loose. The pass to Zubats. Zubats, a screen on Brooks. 5 to shoot. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. He gets that one.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Now the feed to Adams. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Powell, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Gordon subbed in for Paul George. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Here's Highland, guarded by Morant. A shot by Batum, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Morant dishes to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Plumlee with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Highland, stolen by Jackson. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Powell, the pass to Highland. Here's the three. Plumlee with a screen on Morant. It's tipped. Bain with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. It's Brooks on the wing. Going inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Ferocious on the attack. You never have to beg Dylan Brooks to practice hard or play hard.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside Jackson. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies looking at a
32.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And here's Brooks from outside. The Clippers grab the miss.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Westbrook with it. Now defended by Adams. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Brooks. Morant's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Grizzlies. Morris with the screen for Westbrook. Outside for George. Inside, Morris. Outside Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. George with the bucket. George has got his second basket.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Brooks for three. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
And he gets it to go. George has got 6.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Morant left side. It's stolen by Morris.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
Pass to Adams. On the wing, Bane. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Driving inside. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full court touchdown passes.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Morant kicks to Bane. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Here's George, and Adams sends it back. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. The putback, it's good on the putback.
What you know you love about Jaren Jackson is the length, the instincts. He has a natural feel for the game.
George looking around. Leonard trying to break free. George with the bucket. George has got 6 in the quarter.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
On the wing, Jackson. The 3 from Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Morant with it. Guarded now by Morris. Adams dishes to Jackson. A shot missing. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 20. Morris outside. In the corner, George with it. Five to shoot. And it's George again missing. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. It's deflected. Payne for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Wow, what range from Bane!
Outside, George. And he drives in. It's good.
Nice set play, running right off the screen, creating space for the gimme.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
And here's Brooks from outside. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard with no one around. No good with the triple. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Hey, that one is his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
They get it again. Bain passes to Morant. To the middle, here's Adams, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Jackson has the open look. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Leonard against Brooks. And he gets the bucket.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Adams. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Watching that play, it's surprising that for his career, Steven Adams has averaged under 8 rebounds a game.
On the free throw, no good.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Clippers trail by 16. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
As we know, there's no magic way to defend Kawhi Leonard. You just do the best you can each time down the floor.
Fires from deep. Brooks misses. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 6 points for Jaren Jackson. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Adams finds Brooks. George against Morant. Shot clock at 6. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Outside, Bain. It's Brooks on the wing. And he jams it with authority.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Zubac with the screen for Westbrook. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
I like when Russ looks to involve his guys. It brings this team closer together.
Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. Takes a 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions
for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Zubac finds Leonard. Now, here's Zubac. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Payne for three. Here's Adams. Left side Jackson. On the wing, Bane. And finally they hit one. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
George.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
At the line for your push.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Left side Adams. Leonard with the steal. Westbrook fires away from outside. Offline. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
transformation of the NBA. Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
These teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Morris for 3. Westbrook against Paul. Leonard for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Here's Paul. Pass to Durant. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Zubats.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's George.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
George hits them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
The Suns on offense. It's a 5-point game. To the paint. Here's Morris. Pass to Zubats. Kicks it out to Westbrook. And here's Leonard. Let's go with a 3. And the Clippers miss again. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And here are the Suns now. Outside Paul. And stolen by Leonard. Down low. And George with the jam.
Westbrook on multiple occasions has averaged double-digit assists. You know he knows exactly when to deliver the pass.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. George for 3. Durant pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Booker finds Paul. Three-pointer. Booker no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Leonard for 3. The Suns clear it. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
And he makes the first.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Oh, go ahead and get up, Kevin Durant, former MVP, punching it home.
Pass to Westbrook. George outside. Leonard outside. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, BA, he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Leonard for 3. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 8.
Well, Kawhi Leonard getting to his spots, and his hands are up, ready to catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Here's Booker. Ooh, nice D from George.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Pass to Zubats. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
The Suns trailing. Booker for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Now George. The 3 is up. And Aiden pulls it down. Outside Paul. Pass to Aiden from the arc. That one doesn't drop. And the Clippers will come the other way. It's tipped. Here's George for 3. No good that time. Outside Durant. Aiden finds Paul. Booker with it. Rejected by George.
Well, this is what makes Paul George special. Elite two-way plays, and that send-back block sends a message to the offense. I'm here tonight, folks.
Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Back to George. 3-pointer. And they recover it. Fires the 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Yeah, this is the next step for DeAndre Ayton.
And so it's Los Angeles, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production, making him uncomfortable and getting him out of rhythm. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Aiden in at the 5. Now here's George. Morris on the wing. 6 to shoot. And the jam by George.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Back to Booker. Fades back. Rebound by the Clippers. Westbrook outside. George left side. Big men nowadays, Doris, some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all 3.
From downtown, and George with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. George has got 9 points.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PJ. Oh! Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Back to Morris. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Pass to George. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Chris Paul. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Leonard. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. A nice shot by Zubats. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting. Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
And Durant gets it to go.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Phoenix making some changes. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Batum. Fires the 3. Here's Plumlee. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Quick off the floor and fluid in everything he does. Darius Baisley, that was impressive.
Here's Highland. Gordon on the wing. Fires the 3, and he buries his first look.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Picked up by Baisley. Ross for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to Highland. Shot clock at 6. Out to Powell. Phoenix grabs the miss.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And the Clippers have possession. For 3, Gordon. And the Clippers hit again from deep. Pass to Ross. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in a good situation, up by 13 points. To Allie, as always, thank you. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon, then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Batum, pass to Gordon.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Powell. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland.
Just tremendous range already. What a floor spacer Booker is at such a tender young age.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Paul George, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Los Angeles shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble. Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Paul passes to Aiden. It's Booker on the wing. George defending. Here's Aiden. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said, we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. For 3, George gets the 3 ball to go. George has got 12.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Pass to Aiden. Ooh, Morris with a steal.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
That's good from George.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. They grab their own miss. Morris on the wing. There's the triple, and the 3-pointer goes. Morris has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Hits the trifecta.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Morris outside from deep 3-point range. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 2 minutes.
For 3, Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, Kevin Durant is efficient from any spot on the floor. You give him an easy corner 3 and turn the lights out.
Pass to George. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 16.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Gordon on the wing. The steal. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Aiden finds Durant. Lets the 3 fly. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Morris sets a screen. Aiden against George. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Here's Paul. And the layup is good off the glass.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Gordon outside. Here's the 3. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And Booker with the jam.
Well, Devin Booker has proven capable of sustaining an offense by himself. Defense better start to get locked in.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. George, no good. Phoenix has gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. And it's slammed in by Durant.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Oh, he's clobbered, and he'll get 3 shots, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line for your Clippers.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge.
The previous play is under review.
The thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he's good on the first of three. And the second free throw is good.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Outside Booker, and there's the lob. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Clippers on top. They lead by. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Phoenix calls timeout. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Hey, these fans love him so much. And when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. No shocker, the amount of turnovers was his focus. He told the team, stop giving the game away. We have to value the basketball, and we have to play smart. Clearly, he is not happy with the decision-making. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. They get the rebound. Oh, solid D from Leonard. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Paul with it. Guarded now by Morris. Paul passes to Durant. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Zubats, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Knocks it loose. Leonard on the wing. Gordon outside. Morris on the wing. Back to George. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul passes to Durant. Zubats with the steal. George with it. Now guarded by Booker. Gordon on the wing for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Okogie. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
What you love about Josh Okogie is there's a level of aggression, and in this instance, physicality to draw the foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. The Clippers in the lead. George with it. Launches it. And there's Leonard on the assist by George.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Outside Booker. On the wing, Durant. The kick out to Paul. Jacks up a three. Paul George pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Leonard outside. Back to George. Beyond the arc. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
I always feel like when Paul George rises and fires from three, he believes it's going down. Great confidence behind that three-point shot.
Going all the way to the rack. He goes up, and the jam by George.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
The three is up. Here's Zubats. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Clippers lead by 18.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Gordon, the pass to Leonard. George, left side. The three is up. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
From deep three-point range. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Paul George.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
The offensive rebound. The kick out to Morris. From outside the arc, knocks it down from distance.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Let's go with a three. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Gordon with a steal. It's George on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Okogie. It's Booker on the wing. So no problem for the Clippers as they get... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie.